What stupid rule did your mom make that destroyed your entire family? My mom found my private journal on my desk and lost her mind. She didn't read it though, which somehow made it worse. What are you writing that you can't share with your family? I said it was just private thoughts. She stared at me like I'd confessed to murder, and that was that. 2 days later, she removed my entire bedroom door. Privacy is earned through trust, she announced while my dad carried it to the garage. I didn't argue. I just watched it being taken away, knowing she'd just destroyed the only thing keeping this family together. See, my room wasn't just my space. It was where my little sister came when she needed to talk without mom suffocating her, where my brother confessed things before facing our parents, where dad cooled off after fights. I was the family's information manager, the person everyone told first, so I could help them break news to mom gently. She just fired me without realizing I had a job. The first disaster hit within days. My sister got her period and had a meltdown in the bathroom. She would have come to my room, but she couldn't with mom hovering near my doorless frame. Mom heard crying and barged in. My sister, panicking and cornered, admitted she'd had her period for 6 months already. She'd been hiding it because mom makes everything about bodies shameful. Mom screamed about secrets, then dragged her to the gynecologist the next morning. What should have been something super normal became traumatic. My sister shot me this desperate look, silently begging for help, but I couldn't do anything. Then my dad came home looking destroyed. Mom interrogated him until he broke. He'd lost his job 3 weeks earlier. Every morning, he'd been leaving the house and spending the day at the library applying for positions. He was waiting to have interviews lined up before telling her. He would have come to me first, but there was nowhere private anymore. Mom found out at dinner in the worst way possible. She had a panic attack about money. They fought about lies and what else he was hiding. He slept on the couch for a week. I watched their marriage crack because I wasn't there to help him land the news softly. But week 3 brought the worst one. My brother's girlfriend showed up crying. She was pregnant, of course. They'd been figuring out what to do, and my brother was planning to tell me first. Except I didn't have a door, so mom answered the bell. This girl was visibly upset and blurted out she was pregnant right there on the porch. Mom found out she might be a grandmother from a sobbing stranger. She started screaming. My brother came running. Every neighbor heard everything. He told me later, I was coming to you that night, the night she took your door. My aunt visited and broke down at dinner, telling everyone my uncle had been cheating for 2 years. She'd planned to talk to me privately, but couldn't without my door. Mom felt blindsided that her sister was in crisis, and she had no idea. The breaking point hit at Saturday dinner. Everyone was there, and you could cut the tension with a knife. My sister suddenly blurted out she had a boyfriend. Mom doesn't allow dating at 14, so she started screaming. My brother got defensive and shot back that his girlfriend had a miscarriage and they never told anyone. Dad admitted he'd been in therapy for depression for 2 months. Mom looked like her world was collapsing. My grandma quietly said, I actually knew about all of these things. Everyone calls me now instead of talking to you. Mom stared around the table. Why does everyone keep secrets from me? My grandma looked at her with pity. Because you removed Reese's door, honey. She reinstalled my door that same night, crying the whole time, apologizing, begging me to fix things. I told her fine, I'd help again. She looked so relieved. She had no idea what I meant. Next week, my sister came to me about her boyfriend. I listened to everything, then walked straight to mom and told her every detail, including that they'd already had sex. My brother confided his girlfriend is pregnant again. I announced it at dinner before he could. Dad told me about the divorce lawyer. I forwarded his emails to mom's phone. Everyone's screaming at me now, asking what's wrong with me. I just smile. They wanted me involved again. They never specified how.